What is it? You're hurt? No, you need help.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 classic Disney animated moments that made fans rage quit.
A pleasant walk, a pleasant talk would be a sheer delight.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most illogical, upsetting, or frustrating parts of the studio's classic films. Which of these moments drive you crazy? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Death of Bambi's mom, Bambi. This classic story begins with gentle forest harmony as a cute little deer is raised by his doting mother.
You must never rush out on the meadow. There might be danger.
But as a sleepy winter slowly comes to an end, a hunter arrives off-screen and a desperate running chase ensues, followed by the sound of shots. Wait, did they just kill Bambi's mom? Now, the desperately sad baby deer is calling out for her through a dark, lonely forest. Just when you're sure she'll appear to comfort him, Bambi's royal sire appears to deliver the bad news.
Your mother can't be with you anymore.
After all of that sweetness and light, this feels like a very unwelcome slap in the face. We can't blame the fans who turned the movie off to go grab a box of tissues. Number 9. Failure to communicate, The Little Mermaid. Although this rebellious mermaid story rejuvenated Disney's animated musicals, there's one plot hole that leaves us gasping for air.
But without my voice, how can I?
You'll have your looks, your pretty face.
Ariel has to read and sign the contract that trades her voice for a chance to woo her prince on land. So doesn't that mean she could explain the whole situation by writing him a note? Maybe there's no paper in the castle. Well, she could certainly acquire some when Prince Eric takes her into town, but instead she goes dancing and gets a hat. The movie is undoubtedly charming and full of amazing tunes.
Sitting there across the way, she don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her.
But it also leaves fans yelling at their screens, begging Ariel to stop combing her hair with a fork and get a pen already.
It's what I live for, to help unfortunate merfolk like yourself. Poor souls.
Number 8. Oyster Snacks, Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, she's curious. The oysters were curious too, weren't they? Aye. And you remember what happened to them?
In the magical world of Wonderland, it's understood that animals have personalities.
I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late.
For instance, the white rabbit is stressed, the March hare is wacky, and the dodo is pompous. So why is it okay that the walrus eats a bunch of baby oysters? In this story told by the Tweedle twins, the walrus and the carpenter con the little shellfish into joining them for a meal. They then reveal that the infants will be the main dish, and fear consumes the doomed oysters' faces as they realize they're about to be eaten.
Oh, yes. The time has come, my little friends, to talk of food and things.
Although the actual consumption isn't shown on screen, the large walrus hiccup and table of empty shells is enough to leave any viewer feeling nauseous.
I deeply sympathize, for I've enjoyed your company, much more than you realize.
Number 7. Escape is an option, Beauty and the Beast. Belle is a strong-willed character who sacrifices her own freedom for her father's.
Please, I'll do anything.
There's nothing you can do. He's my prisoner.
So when the Beast gets aggressive with her, it's not surprising that she chooses to escape. However, after her captor defends her from wolves, she not only makes sure he gets back to his castle, but stays to take care of him.
Here now. Oh, don't do that. Just hold still.
What if it was a human prince smashing tables and screaming in Belle's face? Wouldn't we tell her to let his servants handle his injuries so that she could snag a carriage while everyone's busy and get to safety? Considering Belle's adroit handling of Gaston's unwanted advances earlier in the film, it seems frustratingly out of character for her to stay with the Beast. Number 6. Breaking cover, Sleeping Beauty. Princess Aurora's curse dooms her to prick her finger on a spinning wheel and die before the sun sets on her 16th birthday.
Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die.
Her magical fairy guardians decide the smart choice is to hide her away so that she won't risk getting near such a machine before that fateful day. That's actually a great idea, so why do they bring her back to the castle before her all-important birthday is over?
On this, her 16th birthday, the good fairies had planned a party and something extra special for a surprise.
Why not give it another week just to be safe? This decision from fairies who've managed to hide their powers and raise a human in secret for years is a real head-scratcher.
Oh dear, what an awkward situation. I had hoped it was merely due to some oversight.
Honestly, it just feels like an excuse to ultimately have a dramatic castle rescue. Number 5, inappropriate behavior, The Three Caballeros. This animated meets live-action movie sees Donald Duck being introduced to the culture of Latin America.
Have you been to Bahia, Donald? No? Well, let's go. If you go to Bahia, my friend, you'll never return.
However, the side plot seems to focus on the unwanted attention he gives the movie's female characters. Most of this is limited to awkward introductions, dopey looks, and trying to hit a rival with a hammer. However, when he and his 2 bird friends visit the beach in Acapulco, their actions can't be described as cute or funny.
Take the telescope and have a look at what you might call the hot stuff.
All 3 peep on the sunbathers with binoculars, objectifying them in the process. Plus, Donald aggressively pursues swimsuit-clad ladies who run away from him. Sure, it's framed in a lighthearted way, but that doesn't make it right. This unacceptable behavior just doesn't fly.
Oh, no, Donald, don't do that.
Number 4, Abandoned Pet, The Fox and the Hound. Although this movie centers on the unusual friendship between Todd the Fox and his hunting hound buddy Copper, one of the most frustrating moments involves the former character's human mom, Widow Tweed.
My, you're a feisty little rascal, aren't you? There, now calm down.
She adopts the baby fox and raises him as a pet on her farm. Yet when he reaches adulthood, she abandons him in the forest to fend for himself.
Goodbye may seem forever, farewell is like the end.
It's implied that she's doing this to protect Todd from her hunting neighbor Amos, but an earlier run-in shows that Tweed is quite capable of keeping him in line.
Amos Slade, you trigger-happy lunatic! Give me that gun!
It's just unnecessarily devastating to have Todd lose a mother figure for a second time. After all, he could still have adventures with forest animals while simultaneously keeping his farm family. Number 3, stereotypical portrayal of Native Americans, Peter Pan. The darling children's adventures in Neverland are littered with trope-filled depictions of Native Americans.
He is cunning, but not intelligent. Therefore, we simply surround them and take them by surprise!
Even if you make it past the portrayal at first, you'll definitely consider stopping the movie once What Made the Red Man Red starts.
Why does he ask you how?
Why does he ask you how?
While the title itself is enough to inspire a film change, the lyrics take it to another unbearably offensive level. As if that wasn't bad enough, a slew of white British children are shown wearing feathers, with many also sporting face paint. The whole number is outdated and hugely disrespectful, to put it mildly. Despite the song's proclamation that this is the real true story, it's clear that it's definitely not.
No matter what's been written or said, now you know.
Number 2, taking discipline too far, Pinocchio. In this early classic about the puppet who wished to be a real boy, children who head to Pleasure Island are encouraged to go wild.
Be a glutton! Stuff yourselves! It's all free, boys! It's all free!
So they notably overeat, fight, and vandalize. It could be argued that since they're given permission to do all of this, they shouldn't be punished at all. But even if you believe they need discipline, it's hard not to see turning them into donkeys and condemning them to servitude as cruel.
And what's your name? Okay, you'll do. In you go.
As the desperate boys cry out for help, a deep sense of unease and discomfort overwhelms the scene. Seeing Lampwick transform makes it all the more disturbing. Such drastic punishment for misbehavior of any kind is simply never okay.
Please, you gotta help me. Be a pal. Call that beetle. Call anybody.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, offensive lyrics, Dumbo. This film about a special little circus elephant has frequently been called out for its depiction of the crows. They're seen by many as playing into problematic stereotypes about black people.
That's good old-fashioned family racism.
However, a disturbing implication that people enjoy inhumane labor conditions is written into the lyrics of a tune even earlier in the story.
We work all day, we work all night, we never learn to read or write. We're happy-hearted roustabouts.
The Song of the Roustabouts seems like just another catchy number with a peppy melody, until you really start listening to the words. The references to folks gladly working for little to no pay are unsettling. to say the least.
We don't know when we get our pay, and when we do, we throw our pay away. When we get our pay.
Juxtapose that with the visuals of black people toiling in the rain, and the song and movie both lose their shine.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.